Greetings, lovely citizens from beautiful moon of Vatra, around Pyro 5. I am in 4.0.2 PTU today, and I want to show you one of the best solo daily drivers in the verse right now, the Drake Interplanetary Cutlass Red. And in PTU, this ship is even better than before. And I show you why in the moment. The Drake Interplanetary Cutlass Red is available in the shops in Stanton and in Pyro, which is great, and it is very cheap, about 2.7 millions Alpha UEC. So it's very good to buy this ship in the game, because earning this money in the game right now is very easy, to be honest. Couple of days and you have great ship to fly around Stanton or Pyro and do various missions. I modified this vessel a little bit. As you see, I have here 4 size 3 Omniskies cannons. I like these weapons, especially on cutlasses, because I have full capacitors here. Of course, 15 rounds, but it's more than enough to take out PvE targets. I highly don't recommend to do PvP in the cutlasses unless you are attacking a bigger cargo ship. But if we're talking about PvE, it's more than enough, in my opinion. Interior of this ship is one of the best features if we're talking about daily drivers right now in the verse. We have nice cargo hold up to the 12 SCU of cargo, so if you are focused on the looting bunkers or taking a little bit of reward from defeated enemies in the bounty contracts, is more than enough for me. You can also do a smaller hauling runs in this ship, and this, of course, the best feature if we're talking about Cutlass Red: medical beds. So we have here opportunity to heal not only tier 3 injuries, but we can also set here a spawn point. 2 medical beds. In comparison to the medical therapy, in my opinion, Atlas Red is better because have 2 beds, so you have 2 spawn points for you and for your crew member. Of course, these beds are not so good like this one bed in Terrapin, but Cathy Red has different features that, in my opinion, makes this ship much better than medical therapy. For example, beds. We have 4 beds in this ship, so 4 people can log in and log out on board of Cutlass Red. Medipin don't have any normal beds, so you can't log out. On top of this, Cathy Red is the one and only Cutlass with a toilet and shower. And sitting on toilet, we can observe the surroundings. We have, of course, here 2 huge storages, 1.5 full SCU to store all your loot from the bunkers, from the outposts, and so on and so forth. 4 handy weapons racks, unfortunately only old type of weapons racks, so maybe in the future Cutlass series will have a gold standard pass with new weapon racks, with better looking storage, better looking interior, maybe a little bit different interior, and of course, component pass. This ship don't have access to the physicalized components yet. For me, it's not big deal, but maybe for some of you, it's very important to have this components physicalized on your ship. But at least we have a engineering terminal coming soon, TM. And what was changed in 4.0.2 PTU is better visibility in Cutlass Red. We don't have this ugly strat. Here we had a strat that was obstructing our view. This time, as we see, it's not a thing anymore, which is great, and which is a reason I wanted to do again a video related to the Cutlass Red. I bought some components in the obituary to upgrade my ship. I have right now grade B competition power plant size 2. I have also only one stealth cooler, and as we see, I can put full power to the guns, engines, and shields. And of course, I have these beautiful Omni-Skies cannons ready to go. What is great about Cutlass Red? We have bigger radar, so we can spot enemies and different ships, vehicles, and turrets from bigger distances, which is better than in, for example, Cutlass Black or C1 and so on and so forth. So this radar is pretty useful in my opinion, but we losing turret on top of this ship. What we lose also are missiles. This ship don't have any missiles. This ship of as well don't have this cool big sliding doors on the right and on the left side. We have only airlocks, which is okay if we're talking about exit the ship very quickly, but we can't use this airlock to enter the ship from the ground, which is not the best thing in the verse, but at least we have these airlocks, so we can EVA out and EVA in. Let's do a quick work with one of the contracts. This contract is related to the Protect Pyro event. This event is still available in PTU, so I choose this very nice mission. We will have probably some ships to destroy and some enemies to kill on the ground. Speed and maneuverability of Cutlass Black, Cutlass Red and Cutlass Blue is the best if we're talking about medium multi-role ships. I will show you at the end of the video the direct stats in PTU right now, but in my opinion this is very good choice for everyone who don't like clumsy and slow ships. Here we go to the derelict outpost. I don't see any ships to shoot, but okay, we will find something later. Now let's land somewhere here and let's do this mission on foot, because I want to have opportunity to use this respawn beds on my Cutlass. And what is important, very important, if you want to survive in Pyro. If your ship will be destroyed, you don't have this respawn point anymore, so maybe better to land somewhere else, maybe better to land a couple of kilometers from this outpost. This is PTU, so I don't want to lose my time. There is much less players than in PU, so I risk it. Maybe no one will destroy my Cutlass, but as you see, I have already here a small ground vehicle on the back of the ship. We can slap here a couple of hover bikes, we can slap here ROC or other similar in size vehicle, but unfortunately nothing like Ursa rover. But you know, we don't need Ursa, especially this medical one, because we have medical facility already on the ship. I am highly recommend to use something like Mirai Pulse. I wanted to take out STV only because I like this little buggy. Let's jump out and let's do my work. Oh no! Oh freaking hell. Come here! And I'm dead. And yeah, here we go again. But I have problem. Unfortunately, I don't have any backup weapon and armor on this ship, so I need to clear out this outpost using Cutlass Red. One, two. Another one is somewhere here. Is that? Here is Scorpion. And here is another enemy. Alright. Maybe it's also Scorpion. Yes. Lovely. So only one target left. Contract complete, as we see. So it's much easier to do it using your ship, of course. But I wanted to show you how to respawn in this ship and how it looks like. So let's try to retrieve my body. I find enemy underground and I try to reach it very close. Here is one. Lovely. Okay, let's land here. Even if I die trying, I will respawn here. Okay. Lovely. I'm alive. I can retrieve my body. I take STV outside because it's only annoying me here. Let's take my body inside and let's loot a little bit. We will see each other in the moment. I want just couple of backup weapons and armors for PTU testing in the future. Slicers are very good source of nice armors. So if you have opportunity to do these missions, do it. Additional stuff will be probably very useful in the future. Of course, if PTU will be still available. I found also backup sniper rifle and Demeco. Mercenary contract is complete. Now let's try to find something to shoot in this ship. Let's find some bounty hunting contract. Okay, I am reaching target location. As we see, but go to asteroid cluster marker is somewhere else. And I can't set route to this asteroid cluster. This is probably bug. But I still try to find some enemies around this place. At least so. Contracts around asteroids clusters in the PTU is simply broken. But we have contacts already. Lovely. Cannons are very accurate, so damage output is pretty nice using Omniskies. Okay, Saber is down. Okay, target is destroyed and contract is completed. Of course, that was small targets. Fighting with something like Caterpillar will be much harder. Now, let's look at the stats of Catty Red. Alright, here we are in Hercule.games in 4.0.2 PTU. This is Cutlass Red. I put it here some my favorite components to show you also power distribution. One Icebox Stealth Grade B cooler, Starburn power plant. This is competition power plant. Trenta competition grade C shield. So we have 6.1 thousand HP for a shield. We have 3.5 thousand DPS in burst and 2.4 in sustained DPS if we using full ardor-free salvaged repeaters stock. And this is good PvE loadout in my opinion. Very good PvE loadout for Cutlass. Of course our NDB 13s are NDB repeaters, but I will still go to Omniskies or Quarrels because as we see, this is the same cannons. Quarrels have only more HP and they are more expensive. But just like this, we have over 1000 sustained DPS and over 2000 burst DPS. This is the most important stat in my opinion. So this is good enough for shooting at smaller targets. I'm using cannons because cannons are simply more accurate than repeaters. Even NDBs, in my opinion, is worse to fight smaller fighters if we using Cutlass Red. If you are using smaller ship like for example Hornet, use repeaters because Hornet have smaller capacitors. Cutlass have bigger capacitors and using 4 guns you can have full 15 rounds in each of the cannons. Alright, if we're talking about stats of Cutlass Red, as we see, SCM speed 215 meters per second, not bad. SCM boost speed 465 meters per second. Cutlass series is pretty fast if we're talking about medium multi-role ships. So I really like Cutlass series overall. SCM boost speed backwards 230 meters per second and nav speed 1125 meters per second. Let's compare it to the medium fighter, for example Saber. As we see, Saber is very similar if we're talking about speed to the Cutlass. Cutlass have even bigger SCM speed, little bit less SCM boost speed forward and backward. Of course, nav speed is also bigger if we're flying in Saber, and Saber have much better maneuverability. I am comparing this to the medium fighter mainly because a Cutlass series is often described as medium fighter slash hauler, and I am comparing it to the Saber because Saber have also 4 size-free guns for pilot. And as we see, if we put here 4 Omniskies or Quarrels size-free in Saber, we have less sustained DPS because in each of these cannons we have only 7 rounds. So Cutlass at least have much better capacitors for each of these cannons. And I am still not pretty sure if it is accurate because as we see there is load 13 ammos here. I have 15 rounds in each of cannons in PTU. So one more. Alright, what next? HP 33, almost 34,000 HP. Over 6,000 for body, over 6,000 for canopy, and over 6,000 for tail. Wings are pretty squishy, only 1,800 HP. Thrusters are pretty beefy, but thruster main base, that's small components that are attached to the thrusters, between thrusters and main body of the ship, are also pretty squishy. So if you are trying to fight with a target that shoots at you normal weapons, it's not a big deal because these parts are not really easy to hit. But if you are fighting with target that shooting at you missiles, especially highly explosive missiles, that can be a problem. But overall, as we see, over 30,000 of HP is split over not really big amount of parts. So Cutlass series, especially Cutlass Red, which have even less parts than Cutty Black, because don't have any turret, it can be pretty tanky. Not the best, of course, but it's, in my opinion, it's okay. We have also 36 SCU of hydrogen capacity, very good fuel tank, and quantum fuel capacity 1.8 SCU. So, as other Cutlass series, Cutty Red is capable to travel across Stanton or travel across Spyro without too much problems. Expedition fee is pretty high. Claim time is also pretty high, 15 minutes. 15 minutes and expedite time 5 minutes. So this can be problem, but overall medical ships have bigger claim and expedite times, so it's normal. We can compare it to the Anvil Terrapin Medic. Anvil Terrapin Medic have only 2 minutes of expedite time, which is better, but as we see, maybe we have bigger shields and more HP, but this ship is slow, not maneuverable, heavy as hell, don't have any firepower, and don't have any cargo grid. And it's still not available to buy it in-game, and on top of this we can't log out on board of medical therapy. So I still think that Cutlass Red is the best medical ship for now in the game, unless you don't have something like Constellation Taurus with the medical Ursa on board. And overall, I love this ship. It's small, relatively fast, very easy to land in tight places. We have nice interior with medical beds, with some cargo grid and so on and so forth. And on top of this, we can live in this ship without problems. Please tell me in the comment if you like Cutty Red. I think this is still one of the best daily drivers for solo player, especially for PvE solo player. It can become our home among stars, and medical facility and storage and almost everything you need if you are a solo player and if you want to do your daily routine missions and maybe some scavenging, fighting, and so on and so forth. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing. It will help me a lot. And if you want to become fuel supplier to this channel and help this channel to be better and better, please check out pinned comment. As always, thanks for watching, have a great day, and bye bye.